let's just get that name dropped already. Like
Who is coming up? Do you
Sean
think?
Cool,
Who's Sean Cool?
who's like Brian's coworker for Davis.
Bro,
Yeah,
how
and
old is he?
I think he's only like a sophomore right now.
There might be like 3 people out there that I don't know who listen to this. Otherwise, I could count on like 2 hands.
You
who
can see
listen to
the
this.
usernames?
No, God no.
Oh.
There's a on Anchor. There's this thing that it'll break down by country.
Yeah.
So why do I? Well, the trash is there, but it'll break down by country, and so I can see who like from what country, and then in that country, depending on I guess your privacy settings on your phone or Spotify or whatever you're listening on, it'll break it down by then state here in the U.S. or like city or stuff like that, and then there was one in Singapore where it's like it came from this building. I was like, that's kind of creepy.
Weird.
It was like a community center, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, international viewers and whatnot.
It was cool. I logged into the old Tending a Lisp one. We're still getting views on that, or listens, which is kind of cool. Obviously not a ton.
Yeah.
But when I closed that one down, I think we were at like 8 countries. I think we're at close to like 15 now. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, 98% of the viewership is from the U.S., but
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what...
Weird.
You comfortable though?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I wish I could put my beer like right here.
Okay, we can do that.
Or right here.
Producer Jack, no, this would be a great thing. It's like you do this. Next episode, you're the producer, and it's just rotating chairs.
I was thinking about that on my way over here.
Do you want to grab that chair and just put it next to him so he can put his beer down?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Do you want the candy too? The Tending a Lisp bowl?
I don't need it. I'm not a crazy candy person, but just take it away.
Oh no, you can keep the candy. I kind of like having the desk a little cleared now. If you want it, just scream Jack, look it up, or Jack this, Jack that. He's our...
Toss me some candy. Do you want it here? Is that okay?
As long as you're in the center of the camera and you're comfortable and are willing to talk, I don't give a shit.
Oh my gosh.
One of these times I want to dress up. Dude, I went and bought a... So I told you when I picked up my watch today, I went and bought a bunch of more like these t-shirts. I think I'm just going to wear a different cartoon t-shirt. And I could only find like SpongeBob and Rugrats at Home Goods.
Okay.
So this is my new Rugrats t-shirt. I bought 5 of them today.
Jeez.
Half of them don't fit. I got to take them back, which sucks. I hate that. Thank God it's right next to the gym, so I'm going there just about every day and just pop right over next to it.
Yeah.
Let's see how many countries we are. We're in at for Fat Chance Analytics. We are only in 4. 1%, a solid 1%. Usually it just says less than 1% for each country, but 1% is from the UK. Do we know anyone that lives in the UK?
No.
Not one person?
No. I am excited. I want to like mass share this. You know what I mean? Like once you post it and stuff.
Yeah.
Once it's all produced.
I
it'll be
hope you
cool.
do too.
Yeah.
I
I'm sure like everyone does that when they're
I
after
do
a guest.
I do a very poor job at promoting this. Very
Well,
poor job.
Brian definitely did. I remember when he did.
Well, Brian's got 2 accounts.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
Was Brian my first or second YouTube? I think he was my second.
Second.
Yeah.
Heilman was third, I think.
Well, Heilman, technically, we recorded him first, and it looked so bad. We did it in his apartment, and when you, so we did it before daylight saving, so it got dark pretty quickly. So we started, and it was about this bright outside, and halfway through, it was pitch black. And I don't have anything to do with lighting. Like, the lighting we have is the garage lights right now, and it's like it's kind of very bright on our face.
Yeah.
Kind of where I like wearing the hat too, but it went from my face is bright the whole time, his face is bright, I'm bright. Then it's all of a sudden like you can barely see him. It's like pitch dark. He looks like he's in a completely different room. So I did edit that one together, but maybe I'll just start like a Patreon or an OnlyFans account. People have to subscribe to the episodes that end up looking like shit.
Yeah.
Anything that's not here?
It is cool. Like if you've listened to like podcasts, like shows, which I have, but they start no ads. You know, like they're pretty rough.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges, but you know they get to like 30 episodes, then like an ad shows up, and you're like, oh wow, this is getting a little like legit, right? And then like the production is just getting better and better, but like it's more of that like journey that gets like really fun.
It
like,
is
the
fun.
deeper you get in.
See, I think I've
ads
made
and
no progress doing
the
this.
Patreon.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm not big. I mean, we technically have a Patreon account for Tending a List, but I was like, and we were just gonna put what if Braxton and I ever drank, like hardcore drank. Like I threw up the first time him and I drank on our show. And that episode's actually out on Patreon if you want to buy it. But
as like an extra,
it's just like
extra,
Tending a List. There's one thing on there. I mean,
bonus.
You got pretty deep on that, right?
We didn't get deep. It was the dumbest conversation. We were doing like lists, like what's your favorite candy? Just hammered like, oh, I like Skittles. It was so stupid.
That's your bonus episode. Or
But
whatever.
one bonus episode. There's
Pay 10
technically
and whatever.
17 episodes of Tending a List. 16 are available for free.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Like, yeah, the sponsorship thing is when you finally see one on there, it's almost like you're happy for the people you've been listening to since before they got sponsors, which is cool. But the thing we talked about last night is it's like, oh, why not put even like the free? So technically, the people I host this through, they'll sponsor your podcast, and every 1,000 views, it's $15.
Yeah.
Which at the beginning is useless. But I also am not going to burden you guys with an ad that isn't doing anything. But it's like, oh, it sounds legit. It's like, I don't want it to sound legit. I want it to sound fun. So, I mean, I would love to have music playing the whole time. It wouldn't sound good, but like I have it a little in the back.
Yeah.
But I had it too loud at the beginning of Piper's episode. And I went and looked at the stats on the video, and it goes, "You have been flagged for copyright."
Oh,
I was like,
seriously?
"Oh fuck!" It was for for a minute of the video,
I remember
and
that.
it said like
at the
your
beginning.
copyright. Yeah, so I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
But I was able to like take it out, so we're good.
I liked,
also I'm not making money off the video, so
True. Yeah. I liked Gaines' setup though, like in his basement. That looked really cool. The lighting was perfect, and like
the lighting's perfect.
like
Yeah,
the wood and
when it's
that was
sunny, the lighting looks great in here.
cool. Okay. Yeah.
Right now it's fine, but I kind of just like the atmosphere. Like,
True.
I could sit here for 3 hours.
I was not expecting all this, so
No.
I mean, like I knew it was a garage, but yeah, this is like plenty of room.
I need more stuff. I think every episode is just gonna start with, I need this for the show. One day I'll be satisfied with it. That's all right.
And like you think of Joe Rogan, he's got like the TV. You know, you could pull
Oh,
things
yeah.
up if you wanted, or like whatever.
Oh, come on in. That's
Good.
part of the thing now. Everyone just walks in and out. And where are you going? To the bank? That usually means you're going to get tobacco.
I already have the bank. I already told mom that. I'm actually going to the bank.
Actually going to the bank? Oh, for your card, yeah. For the longest time, he's like, I'm going to the bank. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to go get vape or whatever.
Is that his car?
That's my mom's.
Oh,
She doesn't sound great right now.
it's a nice car. It's probably just wet. The engine or something.
Hey, Andrew, take your fucking time. Hey, producer Jack, do you want to get him to fucking leave, please? There we go.
What did you need?
I
Nothing.
wanted him to leave.
You guys want to hit the range later or what?
I would. 100%. By the way, what do you want to get into today? Did
What do
you?
I want to get into?
Yeah, you asked whoever. Apparently, texted you guys asking for advice on what to talk about. I
Any
did no
tips?
research for you. I
Any
researched twin stuff for him, but
Oh,
that's
really?
about it. And it was
Well,
about
this was on the fly too.
It
We
was,
didn't, like,
yeah. I mean, we literally,
Said
we're like, look,
yesterday, let's do it.
just two grown ass men in a hot tub. We're like, you know what we should do? We should podcast together tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
I guess Jack and Morgan were there too.
Yeah.
That's my first time I've been in a hot tub in a very long time.
It's enjoyable.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was debating like, do I like prep a little bit here? Like, do I write something down? Like, I feel like I'm like kind of naked as like teachers go, where like I have like a plan and like I'm ready to go, but I just didn't really write anything for this.
As a sub, do they basically just have the plan for you now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're required to have like a plan, but some teachers don't. But like, it's not a big deal if they don't. I mean, our jobs are so easy. Like, we don't do anything. So,
You know, if Franklin High School ever fucking listens to this and be like, oh, this easy? Maybe you don't need to be here then. Would you like, because you said your dream job would be Franklin, right?
yeah, I've always kind of said that. Yeah, how small town of me. Yeah, it's like
so small town.
Yeah.
What's your dream job? The school, the district
next door.
over?
I know, I'm worried about that. Like, I think that's kind of what like everyone thinks. Like, you know, like when they think about me, they think like small town, like not gonna leave ever type of thing. Like I was just the big high school guy, I guess, basically. But
Did you say you peaked in high school?
no, I didn't
You
say
didn't,
that.
you
I
didn't.
said I was a big high school guy.
Do you think
though.
Jack peaked in high school?
No.
No? I don't think so either. I think you're peaking now, by the way. I think you're absolutely peaking now. Enjoy it, because it's all downhill from there.
That worries me.
Yeah.
Which candy are you munching on over there?
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll? Dude, it's very underrated candy.
I'm loving it.
And I hate that they're the small
I-
ones, because like I want like 90 of them in my mouth at once.
I don't do them.
You don't do them? No. You're not a candy guy?
Mm.
I've only gotten to candy again because of the...
Did you play
Fauser.
baseball?
I played T-ball for 2 years. Did we talk about this yesterday?
I don't.
Yeah. By the way, this is 2 episodes in
48
hours. Yeah, this is me being
Maybe
very
less.
proactive, not doing last minute shit. But yeah, I played T-ball for 2 years, and then I was afraid to have the ball pitched at me and not just there. So I
Trusting
quit.
Yeah.
And I was bad at T-ball, I think. I have a very specific memory. My dad's on first base, first base coach. He was our head coach. And I took 20 swings at the tee. I just kept hitting the tee. I never hit the ball. I think I was the first person in T-ball history around the world. People with no arms could do better than what I did. And my dad came up to me and goes, "You have one more swing, and then you're striking
You're
out."
out.
No one strikes out in
In
I don't think
T-ball.
that's allowed. But 21 times, and you're done.
Yeah.
And I think I barely hit the bottom of it. I hit the tee too, and it went in. I was like, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the reason I asked, I think high school baseball was the only time I really liked candy. I don't know why, but we'd always just like eat Skittles during
Just
baseball
Skittles.
games. Yeah.
The amount of shit we put in, like in high school, playing like 2 to 3 sports at a time. Like I could eat a gallon of Skittles, and I would look the same, feel the same the next
True.
day.
True.
If I did that today, I would be rolling on the floor in pain.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
You know, I'm thinking now too. Actually, after every soccer game, we ate Mambas in high school. Like those. they're like
Oh my
Starbursts.
God, those are so good though.
Yeah. Yeah. That was our tradition.
Mambas?
Mambas. Everyone had to have a Mamba after the game. That was like our thing.
Like
Don't
each
know
person
why.
had a full roll, or you
No,
just had
just
one?
one.
Just one? Okay, that's not that bad.
We'd buy like 3 rolls and then pass them out.
Pass 'em out. That's not bad.
like, I don't know why we did that. It was just like
It's weird how some traditions start. It's
true. And honestly, yeah, tradition. Good point. Like the chemistry, kind of just like
Yeah.
from a piece of candy was like it was insane. You know, like we all like look forward.
like
to
that
it.
one piece of candy reminds you of probably like 20 guys.
Exactly.
Which is
Yeah,
cool. It's
yeah.
very cool. Like
Yeah.
George Webb's, I talked about it with Jack, reminds me a lot of both like going there when I was younger with my dad and then the
Yeah.
football team. Like we after every game, it's like 30 of us will go in there. There's one worker and they're like, "You're not gonna get your food right away." Like we know, we're just here to hang out. Get
Yeah.
us our food when you can. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's funny because my mom took us there too.
Webb's, yeah. I think their
Young.
food's getting like smaller. Like the pancakes used to be the size of the plate,
Really?
and now it's like a medallion. I'm already through one of these.
Me too. I just finished.
If you haven't figured out already, we're going.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Maybe I just shouldn't have told him. Be like, hey, we're done here. He goes, I thought we haven't started yet.
Yeah,
He might be the first person that hasn't asked.
I
Like,
was just getting warmed up.
that's
No,
good.
I don't know.
But do you see how easy?
I am getting warmer.
Do you see how easy this is? Like that
Yeah.
whole time. That's all this is.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think
If you clam up now that I told
I'm already
you that.
clamming. I'm clammed. But I will say, like, I'm not like unfamiliar with this as a teacher and student. You know, for my student teaching.
Yeah,
was when
we're
we
just
went
teaching one
online.
kid right now. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, true. But when we went online, like, I had to make all these lessons over the computer, record my voice.
That
you know
sounds
what I mean?
miserable.
So, but it's actually really fun. So that's why I really wanted to like do this and like maybe start a show at some point.
Eventually,
I don't know. This is
you could do like a children's learning show. This isn't a good start because this should not be meant for children at all. But
no. And I'm surprised I haven't even sworn yet. And I swear probably five to 10 times in class every day. But,
really,
yeah.
well, you're in high school. I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean,
By the way, are you in the school now? Like you're no longer virtual?
we've been in school since November.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
in person.
I haven't really, been to high school in a
Hey,
while.
Franklin's hardcore, so I mean,
Yeah.
like, the minute they could get back, it was like,
Let's just get them in. I mean, dude, we walked around with asbestos in the halls for a while, and then they just ripped the walls and the ceiling off. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's showing. It might as well just say asbestos on the wall,
Yeah.
and we're up and down the hallways. We're like, if anything, Frank's like, it just builds character.
oh.
By the way, does Deblack still
Who
teach
said?
there?
I was just gonna mention him because
I want him on here so fucking bad. So bad. And
talk
you
to
know
him
what my
every day.
opening line would be? It'd be, let's address the elephant in a room.
What?
You lost some weight.
Dude. That's awful.
It's so bad.
That's
but
awful.
you know he would laugh at it.
Yeah, you would.
He would absolutely laugh at it because I know he's a good spirit about all that stuff.
Crazy story about him. Just because he lived down the road from us, and like I was friends with his son, but he was remodeling our.
I remember my first beer.
No, you're just not used to it being that full. That's what happens. Seriously, I do that all the time. But funny story, when he was remodeling our kitchen, I think he was like up here, like doing some shit on the ceiling or something, and he dropped a drill, and it literally,
Went into his leg.
yeah, like somehow had a good trajectory enough to like go into his.
Let me guess, he probably didn't even flinch. He was just like,
Basically, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
That man has been through some shit.
Yeah. And the cancer thing.
Yeah, I vaguely know about that. But
Yeah. I mean,
he was top 3 favorite teachers at that school. Because he was like one of the more like real teachers. It wasn't,
yeah.
and you can tell he's like been around long enough, and it's a shop teacher. So he's like,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
the real world here, this isn't like, we're not going to baby you, not going to whatever,
Yeah.
which is super cool. And he just like fuck around with us. He knew when to be super serious and yell at someone.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, if we were in line and didn't like basically cross the line with like a joke, which we did multiple times,
Yeah.
he would just fuck around with us.
Yeah.
He also was a little like sometimes naive about stuff.
You think? Yeah.
So I had him for Woods too,
Okay.
and I made this. There's like when you go into those classes, you are either like competent and can like put stuff together, like it clicks,
Uh-huh.
or your project is I'm gonna make a birdhouse. Hopefully, it looks like a house. Otherwise, it's like you're nailing 3 2x4. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
And I made this very nice looking coat rack for my dad as a Christmas present, and all these like weird I was asking him like weird joints and stuff to put together.
Sure.
And he liked it, and I think he took a liking to me. So when I got to constructions, he made me foreman for projects.
Oh.
First project ever, we do those sheds.
Okay.
We have one house we're doing a shed for, and across the street we're doing a retaining wall. And he goes, 2 foremen, Kusky, pick your team. Basically did a fantasy draft of kids in our class. He goes,
Oh,
pick your team,
Okay.
and you're gonna
They don't
build.
allow that any.
You're gonna. They don't allow you going off campus now.
No, I
For
was
the
gonna
class?
say like pick teams.
Oh yeah. You're gonna hurt Johnny's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But I grabbed my team, and it's like, I mean, we're like the Rat Pack, like the Island of Misfit Toys. It was so bad, and we went, and he left us alone because we were supposed to be the well-trained, knew what we were doing group of kids, and he went with the rest of them to do the retaining wall, and our job was to dig a 6-inch square and make it like level on this hill kind of thing.
Yeah.
It took us 3 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
A 10 by 10 6-inch square deep. It took us through. He came back, goes, what the fuck is going on? At one point he came back and the lady was serving us lemonade and none of us were doing a damn thing. Like, this is. And so, but like, that's also like, it's good stories for me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
The shed got built.
yeah. I think Deb's cool just because, like, yeah, he's not like a normal teacher. Like, he can connect with students really easily. But then, like, he has that background where, like, you don't have to go to college. You can just contract and, like, do all this, like, blue collar shit. That, like, a lot of students connect with. You know, obviously, they're not all going to a university.
No,
right?
absolutely not. So. I mean, I wanted the college experience. I didn't want to do college classes. And so, like, when college was over, I was like, school? Fuck that. Like, the way I view people going to grad school, law school, medical school, it's how a lot of people in high school view going to college. It's like, I'm done with what's required of me. No more. But I always viewed college as like a requirement.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did your parents go?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same.
One went
same
to
with
Madison,
mine. I mean,
one went to Whitewater.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just look up to them. You're like, okay, maybe I do need to go to college. Like, they met in college. Like, maybe I could meet,
it's my best
college.
decision
It's
I've to this day, the best decision I made.
Yeah, I agree.
Not for the academics. Not even close.
True. This is what I tell my students. I'm like, the best thing about college is just meeting people and, like, networking a little bit.
It's $100,000 social experiment. Is all it is.
Yeah, exactly. But not everyone's as social as, like, me and you or something.
Very
so,
true.
like,
there are the people that go there for academics.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I went there for school. Like, I started as an engineer. It didn't work out. I went more the social route. But there are people that go there like, oh, I want to be a doctor. I need to go to undergrad. Or I want to be an engineer. Blah, blah, blah.
It's. I mean, we could talk about the education system all day. But, like, how about now where you're like...
Hold on. Let the Batmobile show up. Do you know he has hit the garage door 3 times?
I thought it was a good hit right there.
3 times, this man.
He is pretty close.
We'll wait till he's done before I rip on him. How was the bank?
Pretty good. Just got $1,400 from the government for free.
1,400. That's the stem.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. I'm getting that too. Hopefully soon. Not that I need it, but
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like he might hit Jack. He's hit the garage door 3 times, real quick.
Okay.
Once from the outside, once from the inside. He just didn't open the garage and backed into it, and then a 3rd time
in your
from the
mom's car.
outside. Yeah.
Great.
Oh no, in his car. Every time in his car. Yeah.
Thankfully, I guess, because that's a nice car.
It's a nice car. It's the Batman Superman version. So if you look on the back of it, it has like when Batman Superman was the big movie coming out. Yeah, Batman vs Superman. That's when my mom got this car. And so everything is blacked out besides the headlights, like the wheels, everything, and on the back is the Batman Superman logo.
Okay.
I think she was just like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, it's a cool car. I mean, I'm not like a Jeep person that much, but
I love Jeeps.
Yeah. Okay.
I absolutely love. But I like that. I want like a Rubicon, not. Hey Jeep, send me a car.
Isn't that the boxy one?
We'll do a whole episode in a car if you send me a Jeep.
Yeah. Oh,
that's all you gotta do. It's just one Jeep. We'll do a full episode.
I don't know. Could you set up all this in there? Maybe.
Maybe. I just put the Jeep all the way in the back.
Oh. True.
I'd have
with
to
the
do
tailgate open and okay.
I'd have to do the episode basically from outside, park the Jeep in here. Or we just do it inside the Jeep and just have like mini tripods, just put them in.
True.
I think that's another like fun series idea I had was basically just get into random Ubers with a camera and be like, all right, tell me your funniest stories. Because Uber drivers have to have some funny shit. Like what he was telling us yesterday about Gain just falling asleep and then falling out of the car and then him waiting till his legs got out of the way of the tires so he could leave.
I have a habit of falling asleep in my Uber rides.
If you're hammered?
Oh,
yeah.
Every time.
If I'm by myself, I'll like really fight it. Really fight it, yeah.
It's bad. I think sometimes because I'll Uber from downtown alone.
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep, and the Uber driver will wake me up, and I'm in our driveway.
Oh, yeah. It's
And,
happened to me, too. It's like hey, buddy. And you're like, oh, thanks, man. Like,
kinda
you've been awake
scares
the
me.
whole time.
Like, you could get one bad Uber driver that, like, you know, I don't. Gosh, that'd be scary, but.
Yeah, he goes, hey, buddy, you wake up, you're in the middle of a field.
But you're right about Uber drivers. Like, a lot of the time, like, if I don't want to fall asleep, I'll make sure I sit in the front so I can talk to them and, like, you know, be, like, distracted on the way home.
I don't think you can sit in the front of an Uber anymore right now.
True.
But I prefer that.
Jack and I did recently, actually.
It depends on the guy,
Recently,
yeah.
yeah.
I think even before the pandemic, I liked sitting in the front seat of an Uber. Like, if I'm Ubering downtown, like, if we went downtown now and, like, you guys were both down there already, and I was like, oh, I'll meet you down there, and I called one from here, I would get in the front seat of that car. I'm in a great mood. I'm going to go meet my friends. We're going to drink and be like, let's fucking talk for the whole 20 minutes. I am not the guy that wants to sit in the back and just be on my phone.
Yeah.
If I Ubered to work in the morning, be like, don't fucking talk to me. But if I'm going to a social event, I'm like, let's get the juices flowing.
Yeah. You love that saying.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That was nice last night. Thanks for doing that.
What?
Coming over.
Oh. Makes it sound like
That's just what I like doing. Like
that is so sad. Thanks for that last night. What?
No, like
hanging out with
no
me.
one ever wants to like come over in hot tubs. So it's like, what the fuck? Probably because they think I'm some like creeper or like weirdo when like I invite or like force.
When you invite four
invitation.
grown ass men to a hot tub.
Yeah, exactly.
Just four straight white males chilling in a hot tub.
5 feet apart because we're not gay. Yeah.
5 feet apart. No, that was nice. I get overwhelmed in hot tubs though. Like we were talking about last night. It's like I can only stay in for like 3 minutes and I have to stand up because I think like my chest is like my heart's gonna come out. It's weird.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean,
but it was a perfect temperature for yesterday.
Yeah,
The perfect temperature.
yeah. But again, I just like it because like it's that time where like we're all there. We can talk about things. Like stuff comes out, or like you can just have better conversations because like we're all together and like
in a confined
relax.
space.
Yeah, exactly.
Confined.
That's my
warm
favorite
bath,
part about
yeah.
it, like the social aspect. But, you know, and
not
then there's
trying not to play footsie with someone. Like that is a thought of mine. Like there's 5 of us in here. Don't move your fucking feet.
jeez. Yeah.
I don't want to accidentally graze Jack's leg. He thinks it's Morgan, so he grazes back. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks,
Thought you-
Morgan, too, actually.
For hanging out with him.
No. Hey, this sucks, but I'm gonna bring it back up. Where
I thought you were going to say, hey, this sucks, but I got to go.
no. But like we were talking about you coming out of college or like your college experience, but like
Yeah.
solely you think like just going in there like for networking and like meeting people was like the best part, right?
Yeah.
Like in your job and stuff, because yeah,
Hands down. I need to
yeah,
know some people
yeah.
right now, yeah.
So, and hopefully I can like segue this into something else. But like, how about now where you're like, was it worth going to a university where you're not really doing exactly what you know, went to do?
So,
Like,
are you saying
as a job.
me personally, or do I think it'd be worth it
I mean,
in
as
general?
overall, you could talk personally.
Personally, do I think going to Madison was worth it?
Well, socially it was. Clearly, we already established. But
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Would I think it would have been worth it? Now, so Madison's a bigger school.
Yeah.
State school. That helped a ton. It also didn't help a lot when it came to like, it helped for, okay, let's put it this way. It helped a ton because it got me out of doing engineering, realizing I don't want to do that the rest of my life. I had a full-blown panic attack,
Yeah.
called my
Yeah.
mom, blah, blah, blah. I've said it multiple times. I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. Can't sit behind a desk.
Gosh, I'm
Just-
burping. Sorry.
That's fine. Go right into the mic, okay? Lick it if you want. I'll clean it up. So, like, in terms of, yeah, I figured out I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
If I went to a smaller school, I probably would have powered through it, and I'd have, like, a legit job. I'd look like
Yeah.
a normal human being,
Yeah.
a functioning zombie of society kind of
Oh,
thing.
come on. You're normal.
But yeah, no, I think it's 100% worth it. Because I mean, besides just, well, that's the thing is like it's meeting people. Everything is who you know.
Yeah. True.
Everything is like
I agree.
social capital is like the number one capital to have. I think.
I think so too.
Obviously, it's nice having some money, but like knowing people helps you get that money. But having a
But does the uncertainty of like.
No, I enjoy the uncertainty.
We're kind of almost in the same position where like we're like bouncing between jobs, like trying to find a real job, like this and that. But like, does that uncertainty outweigh, what we both love, which is like the passion to talk with people and like be sociable and like all this stuff? You know what I mean?
So I think it almost goes hand in hand. Like I like the uncertainty. Yeah. Because
are you sure?
Yeah. I am certain. No, I like the uncertainty. I like that things can be different from day to day. Don't get me wrong, there is part of me that loves structure. Like I love, I'm at the gym at 10 o'clock
like
every day. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
That's the last thing I want. I like the ability to, like when I don't want to work, don't work. I can leave early. I can start early, like whatever I want. So yeah, I like the uncertainty, and I wouldn't say it ever outweighs this because I can do it because there isn't like I'm certain I have to be at work from 9 to 5. The certainty is like I can talk to people whenever I want, which is nice. Like I said, I think this school experience was 100% worth it. I met my 95% of my favorite people ever at college, or because of where I went to school. That's it. Yeah, like. I don't give a fuck about my degree. You could take my degree away right now. To be honest, wouldn't do a damn thing to my life at all. Like you could take like a doctor's undergrad away and no longer a doctor. You take mine away, nothing would happen. No one would bat an eye. Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool though too. Like how much we adjust after, like we're back home after university. We're like trying to figure out the job, and it's like this.
Oh, I didn't even go back home right away. I went to Miami and then came back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. True.
Which was nice. I want to do that again. Just pick up and go and sleep on another couch for 6 months and find a garage out there and we can do this show and then do a bunch of other things.
Yeah. So, like, I know I said, like, and you said it, is like, I want to be like at Franklin like the rest of my life. Well, okay, not really that true. But, like, what I'm getting to is, like, because I like meeting so many people, like I like being around students and like meeting just a vast amount of people and like talking to people. Like I also don't want to just like sit at one job right now when I'm 24.
Absolutely. And, like, that is one of my biggest fears.
So like to my point is like, even though you're not doing what you did for college right now, like we still have the ability to like hop jobs, and just like meet more people that way.
Experience different things. And then kind of like, what a lot of people are doing now, hopping between jobs or trying to find a job or like experimenting with different things, is I think more how like college should be structured in the beginning. But like your gen eds shouldn't be, you have to take Chem 103, 104. I'm talking in Madison terms, but like Chem 1 and 2, Math 1 and 2, like you get what I'm saying, Econ, whatever. It should be like at least your first semester should be, hey, you need something from each domain unless you are 100% certain you want to be a doctor. If you're going in as undecided, there should be like that semester option that's just like, here is a list of like, here's a blah, 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 or like math, a science, and like a writing, and then your other 5 classes or 4 classes are from like, could be an engineering, a business, and an entertainment, and art. It's fun figuring out what you want. Like I want to do everything. I'm burping all the time now. I think because you said it.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, it's 100% because of the beer, not because you said it.
Was this a good choice then? I don't know. Okay,
but like that's the other thing that scares me is like when you said you want to be at Franklin the rest of your life.
Well,
I know, I get what you're saying, but like that scares me because I believe once you like leaving your hometown, is a good thing because it gets out of your comfort zone. You meet new people, you experience new things. Like you really don't know what else could be out there. And for me, it's like I want to do everything, like everything. I want to like I want to have a degree in like culinary stuff. Like I want to be a chef for a bit or own a restaurant or a bar. I'd like to start a liquor line. I think it'd be cool to even do like a clothing line. Would have no fucking clue how to do it, but just to be like the idea guy. Like, hey, you know how to make it. This is what I think would look cool.
Yeah.
Or
talk to Brad and Scott. You've met them.
run a like at least just like put a menu together for a restaurant. Bartend, like that's what I just things
bartend,
for
waitress,
me,
waiter, whatever you want to do.
For me, it's like the jobs I like is where I get to create something or make people enjoy where they're at, whether it's doing the show, writing jokes, bartending, cooking, stuff like that. Like if I get that all in one, which this could be because I could just have everyone from every domain come do stuff like that, and then. Talk about it, and then I have my foot in the door for like, oh, hey, maybe I could shadow your restaurant for a bit just for shits and gigs.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay.
And then someone who has a liquor line who's like, hey, this is how I did it. Here are good steps, and then I put my twist on my own, whatever thing. Like that's that, and at the same time, I'm having fun doing it. So.
True.
You should cook meals for us and show us how to cook meals.
I think it'd be so fun to have a cooking show. So fun. I need a few more, some more equipment, and I need, I don't know, people who are willing to be on. I actually think you guys would have if all of us did a cooking show together. I need a kitchen, actually. That's a big thing. I need the kitchen.
You know, you can rent, kitchens now.
Yeah.
Like to cook in. And like film and shit.
I looked at a job in Denver as a personal chef.
Okay.
Where they like give you a kitchen, or I just go to other people's kitchens and do it. I was like, yeah, you have this kitchen. Like this is your kitchen. Someone out will be in here on Tuesdays. This is yours Mondays. I'm like, that's so cool.
Isn't that? Yeah. It's like some app, or I think like a sign up app.
That was the other thing too with me looking into starting in like an LLC was I could. One of the things you can write off, provided I need to like make some money from it, but is I can write off a like a studio space, so I could just call like an apartment my studio that has a kitchen and an extra room and just put it here, and then I'll throw a couch in there and just like I sleep there now.
Yeah. Interesting. I get your want to like meet people and like get involved in those interests and stuff, like bringing those type of guests on and like
but doesn't like at the end of the day doesn't everyone want to do exactly kind of what I just said? Like everyone wants to like not be at their 9 to 5 punching numbers.
That's why I'm kind of like bringing this up. It's like no, a lot of people are just like, I want to do this and that's it the rest of my life,
and you know what, more power to you. If you know what you want, you are so happy doing it. That's awesome. Like sometimes I envy that. Like every once in a while I have those thoughts. Like I'm jealous of my like banker friends, Jack, or the Rajas, Mr. Beautiful World,
the medical people, and
where
my sister.
It's like, oh, we're making buco bucks out of college. I know what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. I know I'm gonna be successful. I'm good at it. Blah blah blah. It's like, all right, you're kind of like, it's like a sense of ease in someone's mind, but at the same time, like I'll talk to Heilman about that, and I'll freak out for like 5 minutes, and then I'll think to myself, could I do that? And the answer is always fuck no. Yeah. I would have a gun at my desk ready to pop.
Oh jeez.
Do a few desk pops and hopefully one hits me in the fucking face.
Yeah. Okay, here's my segue to what I wanted to bring up with you too. Is like, right now, you're not working for anyone. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, he has a boss. I have a boss.
Yeah.
Like, most people out there have a boss. But, like,
I don't want a boss. Is that your question?
Yeah,
I don't want a boss.
that's what
I would like me to... Actually, to be honest, I wouldn't mind a boss-ish. Like, I said it the last 2 episodes now, Cody Gessner has offered to run my social media account. And if she gave me... Maybe my level of boss I want is someone to like, hey, this is kind of what you're doing for the week. Like, this is your schedule. Like, I'd like a schedule planner. Yeah. Kind of things like, hey, these are all the things you be involved in. You need to be here, here, and here. Or like for her specifically. And like, I will be eternally grateful if she like truly goes through this like and runs it. It's like, give me 4 videos for the day. Like, that kind of boss would love, because otherwise I'd be like, I'm not going to fucking do. Like, I recorded, that's enough. I edited it, that's one post, we're good on Monday.
Yeah.
Which is definitely not good enough. Like, and the thing is, too, is I have ideas in my head for, like, postings.
Oh, really?
I do.
Like your advertising.
Like,
marketing
advertising
and
stuff like that. Like, and I'm trying to, like, I don't even know all the Instagram ins and outs. Can I have one as well?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad I got the
Well, you bought it,
the
so
12. Yeah. But I'll, like, today, like, you could do, like, that recording day feeling, and I have a video of me dancing from one of the episodes. And,
Yeah. The gift.
like,
or
right
GIF
now,
or-
I should be, like, recording and taking pictures of all you guys during this. But I don't, because for my personal account, that's not me at all.
Yeah.
I don't post it because in my head, I don't think anyone gives a flying fuck about, like, what I put on Instagram, because I don't care what other people put on Instagram, really. Like, if
I don't
people are
either.
doing, like, their creative
either.
stuff, like Dauda, who is shooting a movie right now, like, the minute that goes out, like, I will be all over it, because I think he's, like, doing something what he wants. But, like, most of it's like, you put this on here because you think you look good and you want the world to see you. And you know what?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's victim to it. I am too. I have pictures on Instagram, but I don't care.
Yeah.
And so I don't do that for this account, which I should,
You
because
should.
I want it to grow. I'm fully aware
Just
of my
exactly
flaws when
the
it comes to this
opposite.
account.
Yeah.
I need to not have my inner dialogue when it comes to this stuff.
Sure.
Like, the business side of social media.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can obviously use it to your advantage, like, big time. Obviously, you see that with, like, TikTok and all that shit. Like,
Still don't have it. Don't
oh,
think I will.
well, that's, you could learn a lot just from scrolling on that for 10 minutes, you know?
I have, like I said a million times,
Marketing-wise.
I have Instagram Reels, which is basically TikTok.
No, yeah, that's the same shit.
Which,
like, it
funny
works.
enough,
It
Instagram
works.
Reels is where I found the song that I was copyrighted for on the Piper episode. Shout out Warren Zeters. Thank you for copywriting me. I like your song, though. On the Run, muy bueno.
Oh, jeez. Is
I
it
don't
like
think-
pop or something?
It's country.
Country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like country?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
love it. Well, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Dude, I would love to get some country guests on here. Like, one day, if I ever got Midland to sit
Oh my
on those
gosh.
bar stools, I would have the greatest day of my life. I think it'd be so fun if they're sitting here.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd let him leave.
I wouldn't. It almost turned to be like, hey, man, the garage would be closed. You're like, you're not leaving. No, I think it'd be so fun. They are hands down my
Your favorite?
my favorite artist
Oh,
right
shit.
now. They have been for a while. I wasn't when they do the Spotify recap
I don't know.
each year.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how
yeah,
Spotify?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they do like, oh, your Spotify and review.
Yeah, the yearly thing.
I was in the top. I think it was
Point.
0.1% of listeners for them.
Yeah.
And I did the numbers. It was like top out of their like multi-million monthly listeners. I was in the top like 100 or 1,000.
Wow.
I think I listened to
Yeah.
at least 8 of their songs a day almost. Well, it's like working out or if
Yeah.
I'm driving
Yeah.
to practice or
Oh,
whatnot.
for sure. Scotty B, you've met him, I know. Brad's friend, well, our friend. His favorite band, you've met him. His favorite band's Midland.
Scotty B, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You've met him.
I just like, he's like, yeah, you know him. You know. I have no clue who you're talking to.
Foxes, you met him. Where else did you meet him? I don't know.
Have I met him sober yet?
Good question. I don't know. That'd be a good question for him too, because
'Cause that's the
he likes
equivalent-
drinking too.
That's the equivalent of someone when we were working at the bar. It's like, oh, we know Kusky. No, you don't. It's like, you know me. I'm at the bar all the time. So are 600
Yeah.
other people
Yeah.
Thursday through Saturday.
I love your bar stories. That's one of my highlights of like you tending the list.
That's another guest I want
Like-
on here. I want Bill. But then I'm going to have to
Yeah.
have like, I'm going to do it when I actually might have some money and like just have a check written to Bill. Like, hey man, I may have given
Oh,
away a little
no.
too much. Here's some money back.
Oh, you never know. He could sue you. Or, no, I don't know. But
I don't
like,
think he's doing. I bartended his daughter's wedding.
You gotta take some risks here. You want Deb? You want Bill from your bar? Like, dude,
Well, think of
get
this
him
way.
on here.
Well, yeah, we'll get Deb because you're gonna go to school on Monday, and you're like,
Yeah,
Deb,
I'm gonna-
guess fucking
yeah.
what? And you know what's gonna happen is he will laugh in your face. You go, what the fuck is that kid doing now? I knew
Yeah.
he'd amount to nothing.
No, come on, no.
I think
But-
100% he would do this. I definitely,
would.
but I think I would have to come to him.
Yeah, maybe. You could go to his house. He lives in Greendale.
Yeah.
So,
Is he in the same house as he always has been? Because I remodeled his fucking basement.
good question. He's lived in like 4 different houses in Greendale. So, no, he's not in the same
Which I
one.
think was a little illegal. Like when we did the
Oh, I
shed
have no
thing,
idea.
and because the the beautiful part about, or like the benefit of doing the shed program in Franklin
Yeah.
is if you get accepted, you don't pay for labor. You can't pay high school students that are
True.
in the thing. So
They did our
you're-
basement.
So you're just paying for materials.
Yeah.
Which is unreal.
Yeah.
What you're taking the risk on is that a bunch of high schoolers
Not
are doing my
everything's
basement.
done,
Not everything's
yeah.
done correctly.
Exactly.
And
You're
so-
right. You're right. 100%.
He already got like stuff at a discount because he's the teacher.
Yep.
And then he's not paying for labor, and we were remodeling his basement. So we go to his house every day after like for a 4th period and just remodel his basement.
Yeah.
We got, I think, because we did like the drywall, the electrical,
It
and
must
stuff like
be-
that.
it's
But then
that
his
small
basement,
house.
yeah, small
With the
house.
driveway on the right.
I
Kind of
think
steep.
maybe.
No.
But I think
Maybe.
small base. I don't know.
It's
I
small.
vaguely remember, but we I remember him saying we basically finished it, and we went to school and he goes, yeah, the basement flooded, everything's ruined. We're like, we're not going back. He goes, yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I mean, he did the Franklin High School did our basement too. So that same program type thing. They came over.
I think I built from the school. I built 2 or 3 sheds. That's the other thing too, is I barely did any of the work. The retaining wall, like I was a true foreman. I was just, I'm gonna sit here, and then the basement. I like the construction things didn't interest me as much. The appeal was with block scheduling, because it was a 2-credit class.
Okay.
It was at the end of every day, not every other day. So my last
Really?
period every day, my senior year, I would just go to Deblek's room,
Wow. I didn't know.
and it was basically like, it was like a free period. And I had one day where I had like math, Spanish with Mrs. Dreyer, who is an
Yep.
absolute fucking saint.
She's still there, thankfully.
Do you like her?
Yeah.
Okay, she is again top 3. I don't know who my
she
third would
runs
be.
that
Like
place.
she's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I'd have free period,
Yeah.
late lunch, and then construction. So basically, I was done with school at 11 o'clock. Could leave because lunch was attached to free period. So I had 2 hours to just leave campus, and then I came back to school and went right to the basement, and just like some days I didn't even go back to school. I just went straight to the job site.
Yeah.
It's like I'm done with school at 11 every other day,
Yeah.
which was unreal.
Yeah. All those students. I mean, this was yesterday, but like all those students are like parking in the back of the school and
Yeah.
coming in the. It's like, okay, I guess you can park back there. Like, I don't know. But
Yeah,
No rules with
there
the
is a
tech
sense
ed
of
kids.
entitlement when you're
With
the,
the tech ed.
when you're the tech ed kids or the shop kids, the basement boys is basically as
Yes.
we were called, the
Is
basement
that,
kids.
oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
it's not
a
all
sense of-
boys, but
no, it's
yeah.
not all. It's majority boys.
Yeah, for
Let's
sure,
put it that
for
way.
sure.
Mainly because a lot of the girls are just like, we don't want to deal with you guys. You guys are disgusting.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know if they're
Did
outside.
you hear that?
I heard that.
Are the animals back?
I think it's a human.
Yesterday there was a noise, and we all thought it was what? It was a crying child, it was someone compared it to a baby, a flat tire, and children. I'm like, we're way off.
Jeez. Yeah, can you imagine this? What if you had a show tomorrow? Just every day. I
Every
don't know
day.
how some of these people do this. Like
To be honest, if I did, I could do 3 of these a week easily.
3, yeah, like Monday, Wednesday,
The only
Friday.
thing I wouldn't like,
That's like the KFC or the Barstool guys.
I could do
Those
3 a
main
week,
dudes.
but I would need someone to edit them.
well,
I could
yeah.
do 4 a week.
You need a
I
whole
did.
crew.
If I had someone to edit these every week,
Yeah.
good lord, I do this every day.
Sure.
This
Yeah.
is easy. I couldn't drink every day.
Yeah.
Like I would save like the Fridays for like friends and be like, all right, this is the weekend pregame episode. Let's fucking do this. But like, if I did it, like I had to schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, like, good lord, not that you're like legitimate illegitimate people would be like, all right,
Yeah.
restaurant owner, Dr. Fauser, but I'm getting drunk with Fauser. I'm not getting hammered or high with Dr.
Hey.
Fauci over here.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm
Here
telling
comes-
you, just
here comes Penny. Hi, Penny.
just
Little puppy. Hi, puppers.
you got to take your risk and get one of those people on here. Maybe it's not Deb or Bill,
Well,
but
I
it's
have-
like
I
it's got to
have-
be. You know,
I had a
might as well.
cancellation, but I did have a restaurant owner who was gonna come on. We're still talking like every week.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just tough.
It's weird because like
But right now, I'm taking advantage of you guys wanting to do this because then, like, I get a few extra people each week
True.
who start listening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. But no, because I'm having the same thought process as you. Is like, if I were to do this, like, you got to take a few risks, and like, if I want to bring like my ex boss on, like you do, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's kind of weird. But like,
That's not
in the
weird.
long
Well,
run,
if you have a good relationship with
it
them,
could
it's not
be
weird at all. Yeah.
It could be very positive. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah. So, oh,
Hi, Mom.
hey.
Hello.
I didn't come through that door because I thought you were recording.
No, but we just interrupted from the outside. Then that's okay.
Excuse me, you said hi, Mom, first. I'm gonna quietly get in my car
Hey,
and
Mom.
disappear.
Okay.
You're not gonna quietly get in that car. It's gonna be.
Not a truck.
No, but it's right
That's
next
funny.
to where we're doing this.
That's funny.
Got some nice headlights on you guys right now.
Yeah.
Good, right?
Hey. Yes, we do. You know, well, never mind. I was going to bring up some math because I like math, but those are ellipses, those headlights. Yep.
I don't think anyone can hear us.
Who cares?
I need to clean these microphones off. I think I can see my spit on them.
Oh, no. Maybe. crop, play.
What a bitch.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean that.
Oh, my gosh. What? How long have you? Almost an hour? Okay.
Do you want to know?
What?
Because you had no idea I was recording for a while. I think I told you 10 minutes in.
Okay.
Like, there are some.
I mean, I knew you were gonna do it at some point. I knew
Yeah.
you were just gonna like flow with it because that's what you do on the intros and all that. Like, that's just what you do.
Every episode starts with,
Yeah.
we're recording?
Yeah.
Have been for a while, buddy. The episode's about fucking over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's not bad. You were at, you're at 52 minutes. You see how quickly that goes?
Yeah. Very quick. 3 beers. Yeah. Cool.
3 beers. That's the other thing, too. It's like, oh, 3 beers in 52 minutes? That's,
I am getting
that's
this.
not what you guys teach in DARE in high school.
Jeez.
But it's 1 beer. Is it a 1 alcoholic drink an hour?
2, I think.
It's 2 now? Wow, they're upping it.
I think.
They doubled the amount of. I swear it's 1 alcohol drink an hour.
Maybe they said that. I don't know. My rule is 2 though.
Did you guys have to?
We're talking about driving terms, right? Like,
I don't know.
or just safety.
It's DARE.
Normal safety.
What does DARE stand for? Drug, alcohol, resistance education. No,
Resistance, maybe. I
drug,
don't know.
alcohol,
I do remember the program.
Drug abuse, resistance, education.
drug abuse. Okay,
Drug abuse.
I think I like drugs are really exciting better, but
Dude. Yeah.
that'd be a great T-shirt. Drugs are really exciting. Sold to kids everywhere.
Interesting.
Well, people wear those DARE shirts ironically now when you like at so many because they're red for Badgers. Like you know how many girls had crop top DARE T-shirts?
Really? So
Oh,
it's like
God.
a fashion statement now.
Yeah, it's like oh my God, I'm not doing what it says to do.
that's cool.
You're so funny, Alyssa. Go fuck yourself.
Oh man. Oh man.
No, we've all been. Actually,
Dare?
did you guys have to? Yeah, we all went through DARE. Did you have to, your freshman year, fill out, like a sheet on what you thought about drugs and alcohol and sex and stuff like that?
I don't know. Freshman year of high school. I don't know.
It was the cool. I think one of the coolest things Franklin did because Franklin still does it. I think.
Okay.
But freshman year, you fill out this. Costco, do not email me in the middle of work right now, okay? But you fill out this like questionnaires like what's your opinion on alcohol, what's your opinion on weed or drugs, or like
Sure.
what do you think about like unprotected sex and stuff like that? And you like as a freshman, you're scared of everything kind of thing. So you just unless you have those few rogue kids like fuck yeah, alcohol, like they're already drinking at 8.
How
they've been high since they're 6. My hand has been up here for like I feel like 2 minutes right now.
You're good.
But you fill this out, and then they keep it. They fill it out in like gym class. Senior year, they give it back to you.
Okay.
Because they know you've gone through
The health
monumental.
and,
That you've gone through a change,
Oh,
and they
okay.
know
Yeah.
what you've done in 4 years. Like you start to experiment in high school.
Yeah.
And
You should,
it's one of the
honestly.
funniest things because you get put into the gym, and they give you your thing
Paper.
back, and you read what you wrote, and like half the kids would drink every weekend at that point, like senior year. They're
Yeah.
like you have your stoners. Like by the end of high
Yeah.
school, you have your groups based off the drugs and vice you have. Like that's how it's either sports, drugs, alcohol, a combination of like
Yeah.
you're split up by vices, popularity, drugs and alcohol, sports,
Yeah.
or a combination of them.
Vices, is that like clicks or what is that?
A vice is like what is your thing? Like my thing's
Okay.
alcohol. Some people it's weed. It's
Yeah, yeah.
like your crutch kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And you read it back, and I got mine, and I was like, what's the view? And I think I drank like less than 5 times in high school. Like I didn't at all. But it's like, what's your view on alcohol? And I was like, fucking useless, no point. Like,
Yeah.
and I didn't say fucking. I was like, don't see a point in it. What's your point in drugs? Like, no point. It's like, well, I've done all of it now.
yeah. Oh boy.
And there are some people who are laughing. It's like, I would never drink. I think it's useless. Like, it's
But
bad
they're
for
the
your
ones-
health, bad for your like. You
they're
don't
the
want
ones
to.
drinking
I want to get
sports
into
games.
college, and then it's like the kids who wrote that. It's like they're probably drunk or high at school right now.
Yeah, I won't understand that. Why even risk it? But yeah, that's funny. Oh man.
I'm all for experimenting,
Yes.
especially.
No,
I mean,
100%.
definitely do it. Like I still want to experiment with some drugs,
Yep.
but
You
I
come-
need to be with the right people in the right
Yeah,
environment for some
yeah.
of those.
You come across people that like try things for the first time in college and it turns disastrous. You know, like
Oh,
they
yeah.
drink for the first time and they don't eat, beforehand or something, and like it's like just
You don't know how to
just
handle it kind of
experiment,
thing,
like, in high school, even if it's with your mom or dad, like ask them.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a big deal just because it's illegal.
Well, the
it's like-
drinking age should not be 21.
that too. Yeah.
The drinking age, I think, should be 19, so it technically stays out of high school.
Yeah.
So it still does discourage like people whose brains are obviously still very much developing to just go balls to the walls with booze. So like, but also like if you can serve our country or like kill someone
True.
legally,
True.
dude, you deserve a Coors Light at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
But 21 is just asinine.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no reason for it to be that late.
Yeah, it's interesting. The tobacco now too is 21.
Tobacco's 21?
Yeah.
Where the
Federally.
fuck have I been?
I think federally.
Why do I feel like I may have known? Is it all tobacco?
Yes.
Is 21.
I'm pretty sure. Now, I think that was the Trump's thing. I don't know why he did it, but
I'm not a huge tobacco person anyways. Like I think I've had the only time I've had cigarettes were, and you can tell I don't have them locked, like on cigarettes. Do you think the full name
What?
cigarettes just sounds weird to me, like cigs? But it was when, like spring break, and I'll chain smoke them. It's disgusting.
yeah. Fun fact: I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah.
I
so-
took my first hit of a cigarette in high school, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
That was a blatant fucking lie, because again, like I said, I chain smoked him on spring break once. But, I love cigars. Like that.
I've done
like,
okay.
To be honest,
shit.
cigar.
Yeah.
Okay, but cigars, you're not inhaling. It's like I would do
You
a
can.
full. I would. Yeah, you can. I would do a full episode with just us smoking like whiskey and cigars.
Sure. That'd be fun.
Actually, I did do one with Toth.
Yeah.
But that one's not on film.
And Jack, no
That's
and
a
Jack. Oh yeah, and Jack.
that's a Patreon.
Oh,
one.
you guys really do listen.
That's a Patreon one. You can pay $5 to get that one on.
You know what? Fuck it. Everything from here on out, Patreon. You want to see
Yeah.
this face?
You have to
fucking
subscribe.
pay for it.
$1 a month. Just that's all we need.
Yeah, I can set the thing, and I can set like different tiers too. So if you want to be like and I made it. I was like, are you I call us like our lispers.
Sure.
So it's like, do you want the high end? Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
but I just
great.
made one account. So like if you're like the Lisper account, you get just like every drunk episode. And then all of a sudden, if I want to put more stuff on, it's like at $5 a month, you get the drunk episodes. $10 a month, you get drunk episodes and Braxton's nudes.
Yes.
$15 a month. I don't know what you're
Yes.
gonna get.
Well, shit. I mean, like, and this goes back to what we were when we were talking about Patreon before. It's like the podcasts I've listened to. It's like they have like stuff that's aligned with what they talk about.
Yeah.
You know, that it's on their Patreon page. That like, you know, like books or something that they have links to, or like stuff that like relates to the podcast that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Or something like fun little. You know,
Well, that's the thing
things
too.
that
Is like I
you
would
can, like,
have
get
if I were to
access
do
to.
that, I need to then. I have to do so much more stuff. I can't just be like, I have an extra episode. That's useless.
Yeah.
You need
well,
other things. I could do extra
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
I can't do the
If they
tricky
really,
ones.
really like it, hey.
If they really like it, yeah. Oh fuck, I'd love to see Fauser Part 2.
Yeah. Oh boy. Probably not.
Yeah. Fun fact: each one of these episodes is actually 4 hours long. The other 3.5 hours is it's on
No.
Patreon.
No.
/Fat Chance, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go make that account real quick after this. Is your camera on, by the way? This freaks me
It's
out.
on. It's blinking.
That's another t-shirt idea. Is this running? Is this working?
That's a good one.
No.
That's a link on Patreon.
Yeah,
Need it.
find it on Patreon. No, I sound like a different podcast who puts like. There's a podcast I listen to. You ever watching Practical Jokers?
Yes. Duh.
Fucking. So Sal has
Uh-huh.
one with comedian Chris DiStefano, and it's basically just those two talking all the time.
Yeah.
Not basically, it is those two just like talking, swapping stories. And every time they have something like this, or like, oh, extra, like, do you want to see this last episode's like they have like a love letter Sal wrote, and they're like, Patreon. They haven't had a Patreon for like 6 months. They just like keep saying, oh, we'll be there.
Wow.
And that's kind of like what we're doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's exactly it.
But yeah, we could just
Yeah.
tease a Patreon for like 6 years.
Yeah.
However long I want to do this.
Yeah.
This shuts down and finally just have everything like, all right, you want it, pay for it.
Well, shit. That's how like apps work nowadays. Like they start free and then
In-app
build a base.
purchases.
What?
In-app purchases.
Yeah.
I think my mom said one of her coworkers, like kids, spent like $3,000 on in-app purchases.
Okay.
Can you imagine? Like you were like, oh yeah, of course, Todd, you can buy Candy Crush, and then all of a sudden you see on your account 3 days later that Todd bought 900 extra lives for like $600.
I don't know.
What did you need those for? Like, I ran out of lives and I didn't want to wait 24 hours to get new ones.
Yeah, no.
I think you can turn that off. You have to, like, if you're a parent, you have to turn that off. You give a kid an iPad, like, in-app purchases have to be, because they don't know it. Especially if your card's linked to it and you can just, like, hit pay.
True.
And then it's, like, double tap the side now and to confirm it, or, like, your face.
Yeah.
Because they could easily change it to their face. And they're just spending money off of the stupidest shit.
If you know the password, you can change anything. You can
Yeah.
change it to their credit card right back if you want to. Like, oh no.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are we doing after this? You're going to
I
a
don't know.
wine bar. Our producer Jack is going to the wine bar. You're our producer for the next
What
episode.
wine bar?
I don't know.
Vintage?
We might check that one out.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to a cigar lounge tonight?
I would do anything. I have no plans. So yeah.
I said this the other episode. This is the only way I hang out with people right now.
Oh,
So, hey, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
Hanging out with me.
no, it's like the same thing as the hot tub. It's like, okay, finally, thank you. Like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, no, I think a cigar lounge would be so fun. I haven't done one in forever. There's one like downtown-ish area. I'll have to look it up. Or we could do no, dude, these golf sim. I want to do a golf simulator so bad,
Yeah.
but they're always booked. Like you have to book a week in advance now. Like golf.
Speaking of that, Masters are going on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Do
Jack,
we
look
even
it up.
admit that? Do
Jack,
we even
look it up.
admit, do we admit that it's like going on right now? We're doing this during the
They got bad weather, so
Oh, they have bad weather too.
No.
plays pause.
Who's in the lead? Where's
Oh.
Spieth and where's Justin
Essentially,
Thomas?
no play.
Spieth and Thomas. I want either one of those two guys to win it.
Justin Rose is still in the lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still just at 700.
Oh, so he went down another.
Justin Thomas.
He
is at
bogeyed
5
again.
Under, so he's 1 under on the day. Spieth is 1 over on the day.
So he's like 4 under now.
4 under.
All right. So, but the leader's 7.
Yep.
It's
so
tight
it's
though.
still-
There's like
yeah.
some 5s, maybe
Yeah.
some 6s too.
1-6.
Yeah.
4-5. 4-4.
Yeah. Very tight.
It's tight.
But Rose bogeyed twice today then.
Yeah. He's got to be 2 over then, right?
No, he's even on the day.
He's even. He was 2 under to start the day. He birdied. He
Birdied 1-2.
This is
Okay.
funny. This
Jeez.
Birdied 1-2.
this
Okay.
episode's coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, old news.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, almost.
So, congratulations to Justin Rose or Justin Thomas or Speed or whoever else in the leaderboard. Congrats on the Masters.
Make your
Huh?
predictions.
My prediction.
Who you
You know how
congratulating? Who's gonna win this?
Speed, congratulations on the Masters. I'm calling it right now. 2 weeks. or
That 24-year-old looked pretty good. The Z guy.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the second.
let's.
It's his first one, first Masters.
He's no longer an amateur though, right?
No.
Okay.
Zalatoris. Yeah. I'm not a golf person, but
Well, I like watching it. It's
Yeah, well,
probably I would rather
Yeah.
watch golf.
like I'll
Then-
watch the Masters. It's like once
Yeah.
a year.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I have to like at least submerge. Like I love sports. Like I have to see the best of the best. Go at it. For a little bit.
Shouldn't shake anything up, but I have to go.
Where
Oh, our producer's leaving us. This is fucking ridiculous.
where
Great
Two
to.
good facts.
to
You
let
did,
out
you
the
had great
dogs?
fact checks. Thank you for coming, by the way.
That was fun.
This whole production just has to shut down now once you leave the garage.
No. Wow.
Like we're complete. Like we're lost without you.
I got faith in you guys.
All right.
Alright, we'll see you later.
See, buddy doesn't even put his chair away. Leaves the candy bowl on the ground. Leave
Whatever.
the fucking chair.
Whatever.
You're good. You're dripping water everywhere.
Text us later though,
Just sprinkle
unless you're going now.
yeah,
Are you
enjoy
going
your
now?
wine bar,
I
you
think we're going
weirdo.
out soon, but yeah,
Who are you going with?
Meet up.
Braxton?
Yeah, I think in Sam.
Oh.
Dude, we should
Okay.
find girlfriends.
Yeah.
Let's
You
just.
could.
You get one by Monday, I'll get one by Tuesday, and then we can start hanging out with them again.
Yeah. It's like a couples retreat every.
Morgan said that to me
Every
last night. He goes,
weekend.
Michael, you need to get a girlfriend. I'm like, no, I don't. She goes, well, we could do double date stuff. I'm like, that sounds worse than getting a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well.
Are you a fan of double dates? Have you ever? I've never been on one. The idea of it sounds.
I don't think I've ever been on one. Honestly, no. I mean, I haven't dated in years, so.
When's the last time you had a significant other?
Never. No. High school. So can you count it? I don't know.
Mine was high school too.
Okay, yeah. I think I knew that though. I think we're in the same boat. We're in
Mine
the same
was-
boat in a lot of things.
Yeah, mine was sophomore year.
Okay.
I started dating her. Yeah, no, it was sophomore year. No,
Same.
no, it was into my sophomore into junior year.
I'm on 4. Jeez.
I'm halfway through 3.
Yikes.
Dude, these are going quick. It's like water. It's
Yeah.
this.
Well, I
is-
like Coors.
This does nothing to me compared besides
True.
like getting me like the juices flowing.
Yeah, I'm just like warm and
I
settled.
did whiskey. I did. I did whiskey. I like that you like think that's the funniest thing. I did whiskey cokes with Jack yesterday, and after 2, he went and peed, and I had to do like my little pee break monologues I've been doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, I think you're fucking drunk.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Like, this is fine, but, like, it'd be fun to do, like, a mixie, like, because I saw Gaines and you guys were
Yeah.
doing whatever. And
That's
it's
what
like,
I asked.
shit,
I
like,
ask everyone that comes on, what
I
is your drink of
know, I
choice?
know.
I
That's
said,
so good of you,
I would
too.
have built you an entire bloody bar. I would have done a homemade mix and everything.
That's really nice. That's
fun.
nice of you. Yeah, it's fun.
This
is
is
fun.
this is your episode. This isn't. I mean, it's my show, your episode.
Oh, my gosh.
So don't cross the fucking line over there. Asking for mixed drinks.
No, I can't cross.
What am I, made of money?
No. That's why this is fine. Beers are fine. Coors is fine.
No, I'm kidding. Like we could have done whatever. Now, if you would have been like, hey, I would like Grey Goose and Ciroc on the rocks, I would have told you to fuck
boy.
yourself.
Oh, no.
I would have taken one of those extra microphones and just shoved it up your ass.
No, I will. I like this. Like,
It's fun.
This is
Okay,
great.
so
This is
let's
great.
kind of end it with this.
Yeah.
Because going too far over an hour
You're-
gets
Yeah, I know.
like
I get
it goes.
Well, most of yours are like an hour to
hour and a
15
half.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to do your own,
Yeah.
what would you do? How would you do it?
Yeah,
do you
I
have an
know.
idea where you do it? Like just first thoughts.
My first thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, because like I'm always, there has to be some sort of niche. I think I have to pick like a lane. So
Would you do the teacher lane? Just like do a bunch of teachers?
That's a good thought. I don't think I would personally do that, honestly. I think I could do it, but
That idea, I
I
think,
get
would be
bored.
beneficial for teachers and could be also be very, I think, entertaining. For, if it's like an
Yeah.
unfiltered teacher one,
we
knowing
spent
like
30 minutes talking about education just
Yeah.
right now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Well,
people.
But like if you had two, not to take this over, but like if you had
Yeah.
two teachers on and it was kind of unfiltered.
True.
As like, oh, my kids did this, my kids did that, but you only talk about
That'd
like
be-
past students, not current ones.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
no
out of
one's
the
gonna-
ordinary for
out
sure.
of the ordinary, and
Yeah.
I think it'd be entertaining
Yeah.
and beneficial to other like upcoming teachers.
Gosh,
other
you're
teachers
smart.
can relate.
You're smart.
You're
right, because I wouldn't have thought about any of that, you know.
But it would have to be for me, and the only reason I bring it, like,
as a listener, you're
Beca-
talking like,
for me, that would be an interesting teacher one.
Yeah.
If it was one off the cuff, two
Yeah.
unfiltered.
Yep.
If you gave me like, "Hi, welcome to John Fauser's educational podcast," I would fucking blow my brains out. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That would. That if it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
how do you teach fractions to 6-year-olds?
I
Like
know.
that would be boring. That could also be beneficial, but on an educational level,
Yeah.
if you're looking for more entertainment value, it's got to be like, hey, what's the ins and outs of being a teacher, the highs, the lows, the funnies, the
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. I mean, and I haven't even thought that far about that lane. You
Yeah.
know, so, but like what I think about usually is like if I could jump into like a show I've never seen before and
Yeah.
just do it all about the show. You know, like Seinfeld I've never seen or something.
oh, you don't.
And I just like talk about a show that me watching it for the first time or something. That's like something I've thought about. Or
That could be interesting if you did.
Yeah.
You could break it up into seasons.
Exactly.
So like season 1
yeah,
is Seinfeld season. Season 2
Yeah.
would be New Girl season, and then each episode
yeah,
that you do is based off of 4 episodes of a show.
true. But I'm no expert on like TV, like television and movies. Like,
Dude,
like,
I could
love them,
talk
but,
about
like,
certain TV shows for hours.
Well, same.
That 70
Couldn't
show.
we all?
I think I'm
That's why I
starting-
think it'd be good.
I can't start like something new now TV wise because like just with like being busy, I'm like I don't want something else I need to pay attention to, so I'll put on something I've seen. I started New Girl for the 4th time I think like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I just like I turn it on and then I just sit on my computer doing whatever with whether it's this or something
True.
else and
Background noise or whatever.
it's just background noise. Or
Yeah.
I've seen that 70 show through 6
a
times.
few times, yeah.
Not a few, 6.
So, yeah, like that'd be fun. Like
Yeah.
picking and that way I just stay on that and have fun with that and like fans of the show would connect with it and whatever. But
Yeah, that takes
Yeah.
off each season. You get a whole new set of fans.
yeah,
And then you
like,
bring old fans into new shows.
yeah, and yeah, exactly. So that was my thought as well, or an idea I maybe had. I don't know. But my other idea, and we talked about it, is just like doing things that you're interested in, and like bringing on guests that like you want to get to, like dive into a little more. and
So
just,
basically
like,
something more similar to this.
yeah,
We're like,
and like it's just more like me about learning more about someone else and
Yeah.
what they do.
Well, that's the goal. Like,
It's
I would
it's
love
kind
to
of-
get some like professional lacrosse players,
Exactly,
like
yeah.
an athlete, some cooks, some
mhm.
like if I can get ET there,
whatever
like an
you're
alien, would
interested,
be
passionate
fucking
about.
unreal.
Exactly.
A lizard person.
So, but how well does that go after a few? Who knows? But like,
well, you
I
can't
don't
think that way.
I
It's just
know.
like
You're
you have
always
to
gonna
like.
pivot
For
and-
me, like
shit.
because I have thought about it that way. It's like, where does this go after like 8 episodes, or if
Yeah.
I run out of friends? Just
No.
sad. But like, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna run out of friends. I'm way too fucking cool for that.
That's what I think. No.
Uh,
Yeah.
No, it's like I genuinely you have to pick something that is just fun. So when Jack came yesterday, he goes, "Dude, I can tell you are ecstatic about this because he goes, dude, you sent me
Dude.
like basically a good morning text, like, hey,
Yeah.
reminder.
Yeah.
You're like, what do you want for this? What can I get for you for this? Like,
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm pumped. Bring the energy. Like I told you today. Like,
Yeah.
so you need to pick.
I tried.
So you'd have to pick something that you genuinely like. Like this isn't something that could potentially like I hope technically is work one day.
Yeah.
But like this is to me just fun.
Yeah.
it's just fun.
Yeah, it really is.
You can't view it as a project. I mean, you can view it as a project, but it has to be like a hobby project kind of thing. It's a good time.
It is fun. This is exactly what I wanted, like this experience. Even if I just sat over there like Jack did today. Like,
Well,
I
you
would be
will.
like,
Next episode, you're there.
Okay, fine.
We're gonna
Thank
cycle
you.
you guys.
Yeah.
We have 3 guarantees on this show: technical difficulties, cartoon T-shirts, and now whoever the fuck is sitting there is gonna produce the next episode.
Okay, fair enough. I'm here.
Oh, 4, and probably some alcohol.
Yeah.
5. Someone's gonna come in and out. A car's gonna start. The
You know,
dog
it's a
might
typical
show up.
Saturday, you know.
I've only
Everyone's
had
doing
one
their
day
shit.
where it's sunny. That's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's fucking raining.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Interesting. This is that's cool. This is
Well, welcome to the garage. Cool. Let's end this and let's figure out what we're doing after this.
cool.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.